Ezekiel, or Ezekiel, chapters 13 through 15. And the word of Jehovah came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel who prophesy, and say to those who prophesy out of their own heart, Hear the word of Jehovah. Thus said the Master Jehovah, Woe to the foolish prophets who are following their own spirit without having had a vision. O Israel, your prophets have been like foxes among ruins. You have not gone up into the breaches, nor do you build a wall for the house of Israel to stand in battle on the day of Jehovah. Their visions are false, and their divinations a lie, saying, Thus declares Jehovah, when Jehovah has not sent them, yet they expected the word to be confirmed. Have you not seen a false vision, and have you not spoken a divination of lies? You say, Jehovah declares, when I have not spoken. Therefore thus said the Master Jehovah, because you have spoken falsehood and seen lies, therefore see, I am against you, declares the Master Jehovah. My hand shall be against the prophets who see falsehood and who divine lies. They shall not be in the council of my people, nor be written in the record of the house of Israel, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. And you shall know that I am the Master Jehovah. Because they have led my people astray, saying, Peace, when there is no peace. And when one is building a wall, see, they're coating it with whitewash. Say to those who coat it with whitewash, It shall fall, there shall be flooding rain, and you, O great hailstones, fall. And a stormy wind breaks it down, and see, the wall shall fall. Shall you not be asked, Where is the coating with which you coated it? Therefore thus said the Master Jehovah, I shall break down with a stormy wind in my wrath, and a flooding rain in my displeasure, and great hailstones in wrath to consume. And I shall throw down the wall you have coated with whitewash, and bring it down to the ground, and its foundation shall be uncovered, and it shall fall, and you shall be consumed in the midst of it. And you shall know that I am Jehovah. So I shall complete my wrath on the wall and on those coating it with whitewash, and say to you, the wall is no more, nor those whitewashing it. The prophets of Israel, who are prophesying concerning Jerusalem, and who are seeing visions of peace for her when there is no peace, declares the Master Jehovah. And you, son of man, set your face against the daughters of your people, who are prophesying out of their own heart, and prophesy against them. And you shall say, This is what the Master Jehovah said, Woe to the women sewing cushions for all joints of the hand, and to those making veils for the heads of the people of every size, to hunt beings. You hunt the beings of my people, while you keep alive your own beings. And you've profaned me among my people for handfuls of barley and for pieces of bread, to put to death beings that should not die, and to keep alive beings who should not live. By your lying to my people who listen to lies. Therefore thus said the Master Jehovah, See, I am against your cushions by which you hunt the beings there like birds, and I shall tear them from your arms, and shall let the beings go, the beings you hunt like birds. And I shall tear off your veils, and shall deliver my people out of your hand, and they shall no longer be as prey in your hand. Then you shall know that I am Jehovah. Because with falsehood you have made the heart of the righteous sad, whom I have not made sad, and you have strengthened the hands of the wrong, so that he does not turn from his evil way to keep him alive. Therefore, you shall no longer see false visions, nor practice divination, and I shall deliver my people out of your hand, and you shall know that I am Yehovah. Chapter 14. And some of the elders of Israel came to me and sat before me. And the word of Yehovah came to me, saying, Son of man, these men have set up their idols in their hearts, and have put the stumbling block of their crookedness before their face. Should I let them inquire of me at all? Therefore speak to them, and you shall say to them, Thus said the Master Yehovah, every one of the house of Israel who sets up his idols in his heart, and puts the stumbling block of his crookedness before his face, and shall come to the prophet, I, Yehovah, shall answer him who comes, according to his many idols, in order to lay hold of the house of Israel by their heart, for they've become estranged from me by their idols, all of them. Therefore say to the house of Israel, Thus said the Master Yehovah, Repent and turn back from your idols, and turn back your faces from all your abominations. For anyone of the house of Israel, or of the sojourners who sojourn in Israel, who separates himself from me, and sets up his idols in his heart, and puts the stumbling block of his crookedness before his face, and shall come to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me, I, Yehovah, shall answer him myself, and I shall set my face against that man, and make him a sign and a proverb, and I shall cut him off from the midst of my people, and you shall know that I am Yehovah. And if the prophet is deceived, and shall speak a word, I, Yehovah, have deceived that prophet, and shall stretch out my hand against him, and destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear their crookedness. The crookedness of the prophet is the same as the crookedness of the inquirer, so that the house of Israel no longer strays from me, nor be made unclean any more with their transgressions. And they shall be my people, and I be their Elohim, declares Master Yehovah. The word of Yehovah came again to me, saying, Son of man, when a land sins against me to commit a trespass, and I shall stretch out my hand against it, and cut off its supply of bread, and send scarcity of food on it, and cut off man and beast from it, even though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Iob, were in it, they would only deliver themselves by their righteousness, declares Master Yehovah. If I cause an evil beast to pass through the land, and it shall bereave it, and it shall be a waste land, so that no man passes through because of the beasts, even though these three men were in it, as I live, declares Master Yehovah, they would deliver neither sons nor daughters. They alone would be delivered, but the land would be a waste land. Or if I bring a sword on that land, and I shall say, Sword, go through the land, and I shall cut off man and beast from it, even though these three men were in its midst, as I live, declares the Master Yehovah, they would deliver neither sons nor daughters, for they alone would be delivered. Or if I send pestilence into that land, and I shall pour out my wrath on it in blood, to cut off it from man and beast, even though Noah, Daniel, and Iob were in it, as I live, declares the Master Yehovah, they would deliver neither son nor daughter. They would deliver their own lives by their righteousness. For thus said the Master Yehovah, how much more it shall be when I send my 4 evil judgments on Jerusalem, the sword and scarcity of food and evil beasts and pestilence, to cut off man and beast from it. But see, there shall be left in it a remnant who are brought out, both sons and daughters. See, they're coming out to you, And you shall see their ways and their deeds, and shall be comforted concerning the evil which I've brought upon Jerusalem, all that I've brought upon it. And they shall comfort you when you see their ways and their deeds, and you shall know that it was not for naught that I have done whatever I did in it, declares the Master Yehovah. In chapter 15. The word of Yehovah came to me, saying, Son of man, how is the vine tree better than any tree, the vine branch that has been among the trees of the forest? Is wood taken from it to be made into any work? Do they take a peg from it to hang any vessel on it? See, into the fire it shall be given for fuel. Both ends of it the fire shall burn, and its middle shall be scorched. Is it fit for any work? See, when it was intact, it was not made for work. How much less when the fire has burned it and it's scorched shall it still be used for work? Therefore, thus said the Master Yehovah, as the vine tree among the trees of the forest, which I have given to the fire for fuel, so I shall give up the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and I shall set my face against them, and they shall go out from fire, but fire consumes them. And you shall know that I am Yehovah when I set my face against them, and I shall make the land a wasteland, because they committed trespass, declares the Master Yehovah.